What's up, everyone? I am really, really grateful that you're watching this right now, and I hope it's going to speak something to you. If you haven't watched the other two parts of this three-part series, I would recommend that you go watch them, only if you want to. And of course, if you really do like what you're seeing here, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you reach out to me on Instagram or TikTok. Let me know what you think. Give me some pointers. Give me some constructive criticism. I'm open to all of it. I'm here to help people. I'm putting this out to be of service to others. Why? Because my entire life I've had help. My entire life I've had people to lean on, to rely on. I've had wisdom to glean from others, from mentors, from loved ones, from people who cared about me just because. And I realize now at 45 years of age that that's actually really lucky of me, that I'm actually very wealthy because of that. So I started thinking to myself, well, how do I say thank you for that gift? Well, I've got to give it back. At least that's my opinion. But anyway, I'm talking about honoring this gift of life. Last week we talked about dreaming big. How do we honor this gift of life? We honor it by having a big dream. Because why not? We don't know how long we're going to be here. None of us asked to be here, but we're here. So we might as well have a big dream. And what is it going to require for us to have that dream? What is it going to require for us to actually believe that we can dream big, that we can get ourselves out of our current situation? If that's something you want to do, for me, I'm on a path, I'm on a mission to expand my current capacity. I want to do something beyond what I've ever been able to do up until this point in life. So that's where I'm headed, and I'm trying to take as many people with me as possible. But having a big dream, that requires us to get out of our own way. I made a video about that a couple weeks ago too, right? I've learned and I'm learning how to get out of my own way. You see the hat, right? Living to learn. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm trying to accomplish. So how do we honor this gift of life? We honor it by having a big dream. I talked about that last week. Now is part 3, last but not least. How do we honor this gift of life that's been given to us? By committing to ourselves. Now, number 1 was the first week we talked about, how do I honor this gift of life? By finding things, right? Having an attitude and of discovery, of curiosity. And then number 2 last week, of course, was having a big dream, right? Putting ourselves out there and saying, listen, I'm gonna aim for it. I'm gonna scare myself with this dream, and I'm just gonna go for it because why not? Now, number 3 pretty much ties it all together, committing to ourselves. Now, I want to give you a little backdrop about myself, and I think some of you already know this. I grew up in the church. I was raised in the Christian faith. I have nothing against the church. I have nothing against the faith. I had nothing but great experiences. But one thing I did notice about growing up in church, we use a lot of language that puts us, the person, the individual, puts us in last place. Now, we do this from a good place. We mean well, right? We say it's not all about us, it's all about God and what God's done for us. And I don't disagree with that. But we fail to understand, especially as church people, that our minds take into account every single word that we say. So at times we are talking down to ourselves and we don't even know it. We're telling ourselves we're not important. And that could not be further from the case. That could not be further from the truth. Sorry, that is not the case. What I mean is this: if you've ever seen a stained glass window, speaking of church, right? If you've ever seen a stained glass window and you see the sun shining through it, it creates this beautiful light, it creates this beautiful stream of light, right? Or if you've ever seen a spectrum of light going through like a crystal or something, made of glass. Well, consider ourselves to be that crystal. Consider ourselves to be that stained glass window, which means that even if we believe in God, we have a faith, anything we receive has to go through us. Anything that comes out has to go out of us. So we are indeed very important. So let me get to what I'm getting to. Committing to ourselves. That is the last but not least way that we are going to honor this gift of life. I'm going to give you 3 things that you can do to honor life in this way. Committing to ourselves. Number 1, Get happy. Get happy. What does that mean? Well, we're going to be here for a short time. And I don't know about you, while I'm here, I'm going to be happy. Now, that could be a number of practical things. We could commit a small amount of time every week to do something that we just love to do. Doesn't matter what anyone else loves to do. Doesn't matter if they like it or not. Right? Again, we're not talking about hurting people. We're not talking about putting other people in a bad spot for us to be happy. But we deserve to be happy. So number one, get happy. Number two, how do we honor this gift of life? By honoring by committing to ourselves. Number two, get healthy. Get healthy in mind, in body, in spirit. Whatever that looks like, there are so many different ways that we can approach this. I'll share with you what I'm doing. I'm committing to three things every single day. I'm committing to moving, I'm committing to writing, and I'm committing to reading. And what that is doing is it is improving my physical health, my mental health, and my emotional or spiritual health. That's what I'm doing. So number one, get happy. Number two, get healthy. Number three, get help. This is especially for my men out there. My guys, listen to me. That Lone Ranger nonsense, it doesn't work. It sounds cool. It seems like the manly thing to do. But all it's going to do is leave us high and dry and leave us lacking for something that we could have gotten done, we could have gotten over a long time ago. So number three, get help. Is it therapy? Is it a life coach? Is it Alcoholics Anonymous or Narcotics Anonymous? You know, one thing that I have noticed since I got sober, I no longer drink alcohol. I no longer abuse mind-altering substances. One thing I've noticed is this: life is still hard. Life is hard. Things are hard. Things are tough to look at and deal with in the mirror, man. They really are. But I've also noticed this. I'm not building this false narrative anymore. I'm no longer an armchair quarterback, as they used to say. I'm no longer on the sidelines. I'm in the game now. So yes, I have to deal with the hard stuff, but I'm actually getting to deal with it. I don't have to hide anymore. There's no more hiding. And what that's done is it has allowed me to address resentments. It's allowed me to address sadness. It's allowed me to address things that I am unhappy about and able to do something about them. So number three, last but not least, get help. So again, we are going to honor this gift of life by committing to ourselves. How? Number one, we're going to get happy. Whatever that means for each of us. Okay? Again, as long as it's not at the expense of a loved one, as long as it's not hurting someone else, get happy. Number two, get healthy. Mentally, emotionally, physically. It is important. Start simple. Don't overwhelm yourself. Get healthy. Number three, get help. I've had help my entire life. Okay? So I know the importance of it. And I put myself out here every single day to help others because it is very important, because it's something I know we need. So put the pride down, put the ego aside, get help. So how do we honor this gift of life that we've been given? We've got to commit to ourselves. And don't forget the other two. Find things. Have a big dream. And if you've enjoyed this, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you leave me a comment. Make sure you reach out to me on Instagram or TikTok. I can be reached. I want to help you if I can. Take care.